Welcome to Hyperspace Prospector. I'll be reacting to Star Wars The Acolyte, Season 1, Episode 3. Last week was so much fun. I especially enjoyed all the combat sequences. The memes have been outstanding, especially the Yord Horde. So much hilarious creativity from everyone. Not to be left behind, of course, there's the Soul Patrol, as they're calling themselves. Personally, my favorite character so far is Jackie. Really quick theories on who he is. May's mysterious master. Some people think it's Yord. I do not, because there is no way he would risk messing up his hair with that helmet. I think it's Khmer, who supplied May with her poison. He seemed way too suddenly skilled at the end of the last episode. There's more to him than meets the eye. And then I was reading Temptation of the Force, and Kara Santeca was doing a similar thing where he was returning home and needed to make it look like he had a reason to be gone. So there's this great scene of him pulling out like a bottle of wine, drizzling it over himself, chugging a couple sips, and then smearing his like makeup and hair, and then like stumbling onto the platform in the Lake District going, "Hey Niall, what's up?" When he's really like this super high-end spy. And I couldn't help thinking about that moment with Khmer when she stumbles upon him and he looks like he's passed out drunk. I think he pulled a Care and he had just dumped a bunch of bottles out, made it look like he's like this useless drunk. But actually, he's not. He's the master of the Acolyte. That's enough fun theorizing for now. Let's get into the episode. As always, this is not a market substitute. Clips are provided only for commentary purposes. Please support the original on Disney+. Flashback! Yes! Oh, that is gorgeous. It's like a fairy tale. Gently.
When I can't find you, I look here. Bunta tree so beautiful, but Osha, it's dangerous. Only if we eat it.
So this is where the poison came from.
Always one, born as two. As above sits the stars, and below lies the sea. I give you you, and you give me me.
What are you doing here?
This rhyme they have together is really sweet. It also reminds me of Andromeda, if you've seen that show. It has this song, "Two suns shining in the sky, looking down on you and I. Like the suns will always be, me for you and you for me."
There will be consequences for breaking the rules.
It isn't fair. I'm old enough
Rules.
to go outside the fortress walls.
The rules are for your safety.
Gorgeous. I'm loving these costumes with the sort of bustle.
After the ascension ceremony.
Let them have some spice creams.
Mama!
Her hair is so epic. I love it.
They left the fortress again.
Any sign of the visiting Jedi?
None. Our scouts think they've moved their ship inland.
I told you this planet would be safe haven for our coven.
I think they're together.
A firm hand is required.
Osha is testing her boundaries. It's normal behavior for a child.
Twins
Aren't
are
normal.
not normal children.
Well, there's a rich tradition in Star Wars about Force-sensitive twins.
It ties you to your destiny. It binds you to others.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Pay attention.
Stop distracting me.
They're such kids.
Girls,
I think that's May alone.
Excellent, May.
I don't know if I want to be a witch. Of course you want that. No, you want that.
Girls,
She was talking earlier about how the Force is the power of connection. So it was nice that she just walked over and put their hands together rather than yelling at them.
the thread tied you together before you were born. Tell her you love her.
I love you.
This is so cool. They're like the Night Sisters, but I don't want to say more wholesome. I love Night Sisters, don't get me wrong. But this coven seems ready to fight if they have to, but that's not their first instinct. I get the feeling if you start something, they will end it, but they won't start it. They kind of want to be left alone doing their own thing.
I want to have my own things. Why? Because I want to do everything together all the time. But why? Because we're not the same. Of course we are. No, it feels that way because we're the only children here.
Oh. Well, that's interesting.
Everything I need is here.
Even that moon in the background is kind of witchy. Oh, this is awesome. I could just watch a whole show about them. And look at these capes. Oh. What a fabric choice.
what the thread has tied together, no one can separate.
They keep referring to the Force as a thread. Could this ascension also have accidentally formed the Force dyad that seems to exist between the twins? Oh, I love the symbolism here.
To protect the secrets of our coven and continue our legacy.
I do.
There's the
Ascend.
symbol that we saw on her forehead. But Osha didn't have it.
They've sliced the platform. They will be here any moment.
Oh,
Put down your weapons.
here they are. Torvin is just a Padawan, it looks like.
Kelnaka and my Padawan Torvin.
I am Anna.
Oh, he was her Padawan.
Mother of this coven.
We are concerned that you are training children.
I wonder if most Wookiee Jedi tend towards the slightly more empathic side. Because I know Burry does. And we saw Kelnaka here. I mean, yeah, he is taller, but I feel like he sensed that there were children there. He probably felt their curiosity. This is my guess.
Where is their father?
They have no father.
The Force. Or the thread, sorry.
The Jedi do not take children.
This is about to explode. That was bold.
I think you would make a very good Jedi, Osha.
Oh, there's the darkness we saw earlier.
Please let me take the test.
You cannot deny that Jedi have the right to test potential Padawans. With your permission, of course.
I am impressed by the Jedi right here because they could have very rightfully completely lost it when poor Torvin was possessed. Instead, Indara kept her poise and was like, look, we are within the law to request this. And we just saw Master Soul really dampen down the potentially. And I love this because this is the way the High Republic Jedi act. Even when they're in danger and the people they care about are in danger, violence is always the final decision. It's not the first. They're like, have we tried everything else before we get our lightsabers out? If they even have sabers, because some of them have like light shields, and well, we'll potentially see that later.
We appreciate your cooperation.
I carried them.
I created them.
And what happens if the Jedi discover how you created them?
Ooh.
If we want them to stay,
Have them fail.
How will we know how to fail?
Whatever's in your heart, you must say the opposite.
Interesting. I love their bows so much.
Tell us what you see.
Oh, the testing screen is back.
A mountain.
Correct.
That wasn't a mountain.
Did someone tell you to fail this test? I found out there were many other children like me.
There are other children there?
Thousands like us.
Well, whatever else went on in the creation of these twins, she's a good mom.
If you want to pull the thread, then pull it.
I'll never see you again.
You won't. Fear should not make this decision, Osha. You should.
Very wise. This is so hard to tell her the right advice, even though you'd never see her again.
I love you, Mama.
I love you.
They're just making us like her, and then she's gonna die in the fire. Oh, High Republic. And here she is packing her My Little Ponies. She's leaving them behind? At least bring one.
I'll kill you. I won't let it happen. Hey, please!
Oh my. So it sort of was an accident, but not exactly.
Calm down.
You can slice it. Whew. I can see why she became a mechanic later. Being able to work under pressure like this. So it looks like May just didn't want to be alone. Was burning the notebook with the Jedi drawings. Didn't really think through the consequences. Oh my goodness.
Where's Mama? Mama's dead. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done?
He's gonna have to choose which one of them to save. If they both go down.
I got you. Let's keep going.
How exactly did that happen, though? I mean, was it just the smoke? Seems like something else happened. Oh, it's kind of a callback to Empire Strikes Back design a little bit.
we have to go back.
We can't.
We must.
There is nothing back there. Your train is my bottle. Oh.
Something else is going on.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. I really enjoyed this deep dive into Osha's past. I'm pretty sure this was mostly from her perspective, and at some point in the future, we'll get what May saw happened. Because I feel like there was definitely a disconnect here between she did start the fire, but it was more a petulant kid thing to do. I don't think it truly led to everyone dying and the place exploding. I mean, I guess it's a vague possibility, but I don't think so. And it would not explain how guilty Torben felt later. Based on the vision that Osha had early on, it had something to do with that dark eye thing kind of possessing Torben. What if it possessed him again? What if the mother lost whatever control she has over it? And that's what killed everyone. We still also didn't quite get answers as to where did the twins come from. From what I can tell, Mother Anasea and Mother Coral were kind of a couple, at least the way they interacted. And then there was some sort of a connection with the Force that created the twins. It's great that they basically gave us some answers and then more questions. They're doing a great job with that so far. The costume design was outstanding. Probably one of my favorite non-Amidala costuming choices that I've seen so far. I mean, Naboo's like up here with costumes, let's be honest. But I really liked what they did here with all the drapes and everything, and then the robes of the coven. And then the next day when they came to meet the Jedi, they had the armor on, and then what I presume to be some sort of energy bows, but they look like really cool recurve bows. I kind of wish we had gotten to see one of those fired. However, I also liked that they showed both sides were being diplomatic enough to keep the tensions calm. And that absolutely amazing scene with her and young Osha and the advice that she gave, figuring they may never meet again, or if they do, it will be only briefly to say goodbye. And then earlier, seeing how powerful they were, there is no way a kid starting a fire would have taken them all down. Mm-mm. I'm guessing the next few episodes, we're going to jump back to our current team, and then hopefully, soon after that, we'll get another flashback. Before we go, shout out to Kelnaka. He was great. I wish we had more of him. More Kelnaka scenes.